Okay, now we have installed Weka, and suppose we want to use it for data mining, and now I'm not going to be doing text mining, which I did on different videos. I'm going to take some data from the website geoinformatics.org, geoinformatics.org, and the data is Live World Monitor. I'm going to grab data from New Zealand. And I don't remember which place has the data, the best data sets. So I'll just have to look around. I particularly want Gust, so if it doesn't have Gust, I'm not interested in this site, in this location. But Gusts are 0 here. So it looks like that's not the right place to look at. So I'll try this one. Gust. Okay, this has Gust. So this one, AUT radio telescope, is recording gusts. Let's see if it's recording pressure. This one is not recording these, so I don't want this site either. Try this one. Okay, this does have gusts. This says gust. It does have gusts. Wind speed has wind speed. Pressure, rainfall, dew point. I don't think it has these. Okay, so I want to get this data, so I go to data view, and I see that there's temperature, humidity, rainfall, pressure, wind speed, dew point, and gust. Sometimes gust is non-zero, so that's good. The dates, I want a little bit longer data, bigger data set than this. So I'm going to say, well, for our purposes right now, I'll just leave it like this. Oh, this is a bit small. Um, and down here, you can export it to Excel. Gives you this message, just say yes, and you get this data. Okay, there's 337 records here, right? 337 down here. Okay, the last one. Okay, so okay, now one thing is I don't want these. These have to be changed. These, so I'm going to just find and select and replace hyphen 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 with 0 and replace all. Okay. Now it looks like this. Now for this exercise, I want to just predict whether there is a gust or not, not the size of the gust. So actually, I don't want, I mean, this number is 15.8, but I just care that it's there, that it's not 0, in other words. So I'm going to make a new variable, gust 0, 1. It's just going to be a 0, 1 variable. And so I'm going to do this, equals if this cell is equal to 0, then comma, in other words, 0, comma means otherwise or else 1. close it and enter. So once again, it says if this cell is equal to 0, then make this variable gus01 0, otherwise make it 1. Okay, so if I copy that to here, hopefully I'll get a 0, which I do. If I copy it down further, hopefully I'll get 2 1s, and I do. So I'll just copy this down to the end. I have that. Okay. Then actually, I don't want these to be formulas. So I don't know if I need to do this because I'm actually going to change this to a CSV file, but I'll just do it anyway. I'll copy and paste special and only the values, not the formulas, and click OK. Okay, so now I don't have those formulas in there anymore, just have the numbers. Okay, anyway though, I am going to save this just as a CSV file, so maybe I didn't need to do that. Here, I want to convert these to numbers. So the way I'll do that is I'll click on this column and I'll format it. General, just click General actually, I think, and that will be okay. And now these are numbers. Okay, so I prefer to have them as numbers. Okay, now I am going to save this as a CSV file. Let's call it new or whatever, and I'll just save it as a CSV file. Okay, save it. And now close it. And here it is. And let's see what it looks like by putting it on WordPad. So it's got the variables up here and the data here. Okay, so let's open it. Actually, I'm going to split this, so I'm going to reopen it in Excel again. I'm going to split this into a training set and a testing set. And I'm going to use the first half, for example, as the training set and the second half as the testing set. So I'm going to select from here, say the first half there was about 370, so I'll do about 180. So 180, I'm going to delete these. I still have, I was careful not to include the top row. So this is the testing set, because I deleted the first set, the first rows. So I'm going to save it as New Zealand testing and save that on the desktop. And I'll close this. And then I'll go back and open the original file. And now I'll delete the last bit. So from 180, and I'll call this the New Zealand training set. Okay, so hopefully that worked. And now I can analyze this with Weka. So I'll go to preprocess, and I want to open up the training set. Okay, and I want to, the last variable that I just created, the Gus01 variable, I want, because I'm using a neural network and I want it to produce a confusion matrix in the result. So I want it to treat the last variable as a nominal attribute. So I want to say that here, the last variable, but I forget which uh, variable that was, how many there were actually. So I'll go back and check. So this is the first variable, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. So it's the ninth variable that I want to be nominal. So I will do that again. Open the file, and this is train. I want this selected, and then I can say it's the ninth one that I want to be nominal. It forces the ninth one to be nominal. I think there are other ways to do this, but you can do it this way. So click OK. And let's make sure that the ninth variable, this one, is nominal. And it says type is nominal. And this tells me kind of the distribution of the two values, 0 and 1, I suppose. Does it say 0? Yeah. No, this is 1.0, and this is 0.0. It's odd, but that's the way it is. Now, actually, yeah, it's strange. That might give us a problem later, actually. But anyway, 1 and 0. Can you see that? This says 1.0, and this says 0.0. So it says that there are 107 zeros and 72 ones. So 72 cases where there were gusts and 107 cases where there were no gusts. Okay. So anyway, I don't want this variable actually. I don't want to use this. So I'm just going to remove it. So I'm going to click on it and click remove. No, I have to select it and click remove. And now it's gone. Now if I wanted to undo that, I could. Here. Now it's undone. But I'll do it again. Remove it. Okay, then also it's going to be convenient to, this was a CSV file, but Weka prefers .arff files, so it's going to be nice or convenient to have it in an ARFF format. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to save this, and it defaults to ARF, so save it. And this, I think I have to change this to, I forget, I'll try it. False, maybe false. Okay, let's see if that works. Here it is. Let's see if that was right. I can't figure this out. It doesn't seem to make sense. Every time I do it one way, and then it seems like, let's try it again. Save, overwrite it. I'll try true. See if that worked. Okay, that worked. All right, so I have that as, I also want to do the same thing for the, I may as well do the same thing for the testing set. So before I continue, I'll just I'll open the testing set, which was here. I have to force that also to be a string, sorry, to be nominal, and that was again the ninth variable. And we can make sure that it is. It says nominal, and I can save that. Now, what is it? Okay, try this. No, I don't get it. Every time I do it, it doesn't work. But when I do it again, make it true? I don't know. Does that work? Yep. Okay, so now I have both of them like that. By the way, let's just check that. I've seen when I did this before for some reason. Let's see something. Look at this. Open this on, I'll open this with, where is it? With WordPad. Now it says the attribute Gus01, 1.0, 0.0. This was for the training one. Let's check with the testing one. Okay, so this time they're both the same. For some reason, before, when I did this, it put the 0.1 for, 0.0 and then 1.0 here, and then I got some message saying there was some not matching, and I couldn't figure out what it was. But I don't think we'll get that message now. All right, so let's go back and open up the, and let's say we may as well use the R files. Those are the ones with these icons. So let's use the training one and open it. Click OK, and just make sure everything's okay. This is nominal, looks okay. And now I want to classify. I want to use a neural network or some other algorithm to classify. So I'll choose the neural network first, and that's here. And I find it's listed under functions, and it's called a multi-layer perceptron. Here's a new one. It seems like it's new in this version. Haven't seen that before, but let's try this one. And here, I want to use the training set to train it, and actually I want to click here and use the and give it the data to test on as well. Now I could have, by the way, used just the original. Remember, I split the file into two, into a training and a testing. In some cases you wouldn't do that. You just take the whole set and then do a percentage split. So it uses the randomly selects 66% for training and 34% for testing. But in this case, since this is time series, I thought I might not want to do it that way. So I split it. Now for the test set, I can set which set should be the test set. Remember, I've already loaded in, here I can't really read it, but the training set. So for the test set, I can set it here. So I open it, and it's the test set. So now I'm going to train on the file that's opened, or I opened with preprocess, and I'm going to test on this file. I can close this. And I want my output variable to be the Gus01 variable. That's the one I'm trying to predict. And are there any options I want to change in here in this algorithm, in this neural network algorithm? If so, I would just click on here and debug. So these are different things you might consider changing. They might affect how accurate your predictions are. Training time, maximum number of epochs here. And I'm going to leave it with the default and click OK. Okay, and then I can test it and run the model. So let's click Start. Ah, so there is an error here. Different number of attributes. So is that true? Let's check it. Um, New New Zealand test has how many? So this, I forgot to take gust out here. This still has gust in it, whereas in the other one, remember, it doesn't have gust, it has just the 0, 1 variable. Okay, so I have to redo that. So let's go back and do that again. So let's go back to preprocess, open the file. I want to open the CSV file. Which was the wrong one? Now I forget. Test. Test is the one that I have to fix. So open the file. Test. Open it. I want to force the 9th one to be nominal. I forgot to take this out. So remove it. Now save it. I still don't remember which one to do here. Let's see if it worked. That was false. Let's see. Test. Yeah. And let's make sure that it's... Huh? It still has gust. How is that? Didn't work. This doesn't... Test. Doesn't have gust. Didn't seem to work. Let's try and get rid of that. Doesn't let me do that. What do I have to do? Close everything down? It's not going to let me do it. It's not rewriting it either. Try it again. Save. Okay, let's see if I call it test 2. Try false. Test 2. uh, 0. Save. Save. Yes. Try true. Okay. Okay, so maybe it's okay now. Maybe not. Okay, let's start again. Open the file. I want to open the training one. Go to classify. Supplies test set. This is testing set. And start. Okay, now it worked. So here's the confusion matrix that we wanted, telling us that this one and this one were correct, these were wrong. And if I scroll up a little bit, I can see that 63% were correctly classified. Okay, I can also check these true positive rate, false positive rate, precision, recall, and F measure. And these are also important to check. Okay, so this is the procedure that you would follow for doing a neural network and converting to a nominal binary 0, 1 variable. Okay, that's all.